Well, hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. I know it's quite a while till I posted any videos, but yeah, I've been seeing that the game is getting some popularity, so why not just play some few games and let's see, maybe we can come back. Alright, guys, so in the first match, we are facing some guy, I can't pronounce his name though, so maybe what I can do is split Skellies in the middle. I have not even played the game from a year, I think. So yeah, I might be a bit rusty. Alright, so that will counter his mini P.E.K.K.A and maybe we can just go with the opposite lane in here. Let's see. Alright, so it's a pretty weird deck I'm facing with what you call. Maybe we can try to activate the king. Let's see. Oh, I misplayed it pretty bad. And also the Inferno is on top of the tower. As you can see, guys, I'm quite rusty. He nearly took our half tower. But yeah, let's try to come back in this match. Maybe I can fireball in here to counter his musky and maybe get some damage. Alright, so I'll do my skellies in here and then I'll have to use my cannon. And I think that will defend it. Okay, nice. So that was pretty decent defend. Now let's see, maybe we can just go with another hog push or maybe we can just settle and defense first and then we can outcycle and counter. I think I'll do that. I'll cycle my musky at the back and alright, so I'll use my what you call ice spirit to distract that and let's go with a hog rider push with the ice golem. He might have to use his mega knight on top of that. Okay, so he's having evo mega knight. Okay, so I think we are in a trouble because I think okay, so the ice golem came in clutch but his evo mega knight is on top of our tower. I'll have to use my log in here to counter his what you call musky and that push, but yeah, we somehow defended, but it's not looking good because our both towers are pretty low HP. But maybe we can just okay, hog got a connection. Now we just have to defend it. I'll use my ice spirit up high and then I'll use Skellies to distract, and I think that will counter that. I'll use my ice golem to protect and then I'll use my hog again and maybe let's go with a fireball for his mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, he's not having any elixir for that. He uses evo. Now I think we just have to defend and cycle back to our fireball and we can win this match. Okay, but we still have to defend it first, otherwise let's see. Okay, fireball does. Oh no, I think I have choked it quite hard. Alright. So I'll use that. I'll have to use this in here and then log and maybe I think that will do enough. Okay, 204. Alright. So that was pretty intense for the first game. Almost choked that. So I think they removed the chest now and we get daily loot boxes. So let's see if we get anything good. Okay, nothing pretty good. It's an epic and we are having 45 mega millions for that. So yeah, that was quite an intense match for the first game of the video, but yeah, we are into another one facing PGR. So let's see what he's up to and what deck he's using. Maybe we can just start off the match with cycling our Skellies in the middle and let's try with this hog push, force out him to use something. Alright, so he used his ice spirit, but yeah, he's not okay. That was pretty late cannon and ice spirit. He also might be using I thought he was also using 2.6, but yeah, he's using minor. I'll use my ice golem to protect and shield my musky so that we can get some damage. And maybe I can just log for the skellies. And let's see, maybe we can get a couple shot from Muskie. Okay, only one, but yeah, we got a lot of damage. We can just go with another hog push. This guy is playing pretty weirdly. Like, who goes with an hog rider 2 3 tiles below the bridge? I don't know why. His star is almost dead. Maybe we can just like fireball in here in the king cannon and the princess tower to take his tower. And maybe I can just use this here. Alright, so he's like just try harding and protecting his miner and fireball combo. It's pretty weird. But yeah, like in the lower arenas, this is the common decks. Like bro is using miner and hog rider in the same deck. I can just log maybe to counter that. Hopefully I'll get a connection. Alright, so hog got few shots on top of the tower. That was pretty good. I'll use my like muskies, what you call skellies in here, and maybe I'll use my ice spirit in here to distract that, and I'll use my like ice golem to protect. All right, so that was decent on his part, but I don't think he will be able to take a tower. He's having like level 10 miner, and he's not playing that pretty well too. Maybe I can just fireball in here to counter all that because his cards are under leveled. Alright, so Hog also got in connection. Maybe I can just go with an Ice Golem to try to predict his miner. Maybe. Or he might have already given up. Oh damn. So he's like repeatedly using the combo of a miner and fireball, don't know why. And he's again and again like placing that. Maybe I can go with this to block that. And we can take his that tower too, and that's a pretty clean victory. Although the play was not that good, we are just like in the early season and also in the lower league, so yeah, we can accept that because in these ranges these kind of players are pretty common. Let's open this too, and nothing fancy in here. Let's hop into another match. Let's see what we are facing. Alright, so we are facing Ines 41 underscore 14. So let's wish him a good luck and let's see what deck he's using, or maybe we can just like force him to use something to figure out that. Ice Spirit to start off the match, and let's go with the Hog Rider. I'll save my log. Maybe like we can just use in here to counter his what you call uh, any Goblin Barrel or Princess or Bait deck because these are pretty common in here. Alright, so we might be facing another Hog matchup. So yeah, everybody is using like 2.6 or log bait in these regions because they must have watched some YouTube videos of an YouTuber like. Okay, so this might be Expo. I was wrong about the hog because since he used this Tesla and what you call Tesla and archers, so it's Expo. He will get few connections with the Expo, but I think we can like forgive that. It's not that much damage. We are also having a quite fast cycle. Maybe like we can defend it better next time. I'm also like pretty rusty, so I might choke. Let's hope for the best, guys. Let's go with an hog push again. He might try to go with this Tesla. I'll go with this in here, Skellies, to predict that. Okay. So he just only used his knight. And he also didn't let our Muskie cross the bridge, so his knight is getting shredded by our Muskie. Alright, so he might try to go with Expo push. I'll go with this in here, and after the targeting Ice Golem, I'll use my cannon to like counter that. Okay, so that is in the range of Expo in the Tesla. But I defended that quite nicely, to be honest. I'll use my Muskie off to the side and Skellies will distract that. And I'll use my Ice Golem in here. And let's go with another push with the Hog Rider and Ice Spirit. Okay, I don't know why he's not using his Tesla to defend our Hog Rider. I'll go with this in here to protect a muskie, and then okay. So that was pretty decent on his end, but a muskie countered that pretty efficiently. But his expo is still on top of the map, but I can just use another cannon in here. We're having a pretty decent fast cycle, so we can just easily defend any push he tries to make. He also not playing that efficiently, so we are like chilling in the corner and like enjoying a free hog and log push on the right side too. So yeah guys, W for the match. Let's hop into another match. We can just like collect all the 4 drop boxes. Alright, this is pretty pathetic to be honest. It's only a common drop box. But maybe like we can get something in here. Okay, so we got a rare, but yeah, not that great. We're only like having the last one, so like maybe we can just do for the sake of it only. We are facing Alex CHRT80. I don't know if I can pronounce that like consecutively. Okay, so let's fireball his witch, and maybe we can just cycle our lock to counter that too. I know it's pretty overcommitment, like wasting 6 elixir on 5. It's a -1 trade, but like it's fine. Can we get a king connection too? King activation, yeah, decent. And let's go with hog push in here. So that was pretty decent counter push. We also got a king connection, and like took a lot of damage. He only like defended. Maybe we can go with the skellies in here, and let's try to go with the R. Okay, so I was not quick enough with the ice golem, so we were not able to protect our muskie, but it's fine. Although I'm not be the very profound with using 2.6 hog cycle, but yeah, I know a couple of tips that may help you guys. Like if like you're having a muskie on the map, you just try to protect it as much as possible, because muskie provides a lot of value, and always try to cycle multiple muskies so that. And also like if you're having one muskie, the other muskie you should use like separately, so they might not get any splash or fireball value, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that was pretty bad. I was trying something crazy. Let's see, he might go with his witch or Tesla. So maybe I can just ignore that, and let's try to build up another hog push, because his Tesla is out of cycle. He might try to go with his switch, so I'll just fireball that. Let's see. Alright. And after that, maybe I can just do my log in here. And hog will take care of his tower. I'll set up a defensive cannon, and maybe I'll go with this and this in here to counter that. And I'll use my golem up high so that we can just defend that. And alright, so we are low in the star HP. Okay, but I don't think he is having time for like taking a tower. I'll go with this in here, and okay, so his bandit like pushed the hog on top on the left side, so he was able to bypass the cannon. But yeah, he didn't had enough time, otherwise we could have also like taken his right tower too. He's not that much of a good player. Let's just quickly open this up and wrap up this video. Alright, so we won 4 matches in a row. Pretty decent start for quite a time. Like as you can see in my log 2, these are the only 4 battles we played, and it's quite a while till I played Clash. But yeah guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll try to post another one next day. So yeah, keep waiting for that, and I hope you see you all in the next one. Till then, peace. Sandy CR out.